I just pulled the anchor up, and last night I was anchored outside here, just outside of Albufeira Marina. I stayed in one night in the marina, but it was 30 euros. I didn't really want to spend a second night, so I left and anchored outside the second day just to wait for the wind to pick up. And there really isn't all that much going on around here, just a bunch of restaurants. So didn't really want to stick around. Now the wind is against us. We're heading towards Gibraltar. I don't think we'll make it all the way on this passage because the wind's against us. And it's going to be against us for the next 4 days, unfortunately. So we're starting with the full mainsail up. And I think it's about 120 miles to Gibraltar. Again, there's plenty of places we could stop on the way. So we'll see how far we make. We'll be beating upwind the whole way, so I'm not making a ton of progress. And probably in a few hours I might switch to put the reefs in the mainsail. We're heeling over about 30 degrees now. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's just get some shots of the boat sailing and just do what we do. So wind vane is steering all right. And the wind now is only probably 11 knots of wind. So pretty good sailing conditions now, but it's going to pick up and get a little choppier, I'd imagine. So pulling up the anchor has been my morning workout routine. I got a nice heavy anchor. It's about 50 pounds. So it's a spade anchor, which is a good quality anchor, and I think it's probably 2 sizes over what the manufacturer recommends for this size or kind of weight of boat. But I think that's the way to go. I'd rather have an oversized anchor than one that's just kind of on the borderline. Something you don't have to worry about, because I know when you're anchored in a gale, that's when you are wishing you had a bigger anchor always. And you can't change it at that point. You got to go with what you got. I like to pick as big of an anchor that I can pull up in a reasonable amount of time by hand. This anchor with about 30 feet of chain seems to be what I can pretty easily do. Well, it happened. We're starting to pound through the waves. So I think that's my cue to put the reef in the mainsail, and we'll furl up the jib just a little bit too. So the reef point is in. And we're still heeling a little more than I'd like, but that's what you gotta do sometimes. I'm hoping my new sails will help maybe the boat just sail better. We'll see. I've never had new sails, and I wanted some high performance ones, so I'm getting laminate sails. So I got it next marina I go to. I gotta measure them. And then I'll have to find some way to get them shipped over here. I'm just setting up my canting berth here. You see it's at an angle, so it's just kind of getting uncomfortable staying this side. The lee cloth works okay, but then sometimes it just doesn't work good also. Better to be on the low side. Because when we're pounding in the waves, it'll kind of lift you off and throw you into the lee cloth. So I'm just gonna hang out down here. Much better. And now that it's gotten warm, it's nice to have the mesh bunk, just get some airflow underneath you when you're napping. Ooh, just had a wave come through here because I left this open. We'll close that. And latch it a little bit too. That reminds me of the third advantage of this mesh berth, is that when water comes in, it dries out real easily. Just kind of passes right through there. So we sailed about 30 miles out, and I just did a tack, heading back towards land, and the angles are looking all right. I think the wind's is kind of gradually shifting, so that's helping us out a bit. Still not really heading towards Gibraltar, but working our way along the coast, making progress. And the waves are starting to get a little big with the wind. looking at a few weather routing options as to, potential places I could stop. I like this Luck Grip app because it lets you kind of just explore alternatives really quickly and easily without having to download new routings. Oh shoot, something is burning on the boat. I don't know what. It's up here. Is it the battery? Okay, so I'm looking everywhere. I can't find where it is. I think it might be some of the wiring that's fiberglassed into the liner up here. That wiring is really bad. I see some charred wire over here, but it doesn't feel hot. I cut off the power. It's definitely up here. It smells super strong, like electrical fire. I'm so confused. I don't know what it is. Oh, I gotta go outside. I just got super seasick. Fire on the boat. I do not want that. No, the wind died just now, I think. Great. Well, let's point the boat the other way. Check my lithium batteries out here just in case, but these seem to be okay. That was my first worry. There's gotta be some of the wiring in there, I think. Oh, I feel so seasick now. This is the end. I'm gonna die. Bobbing around out here. The wind died. It smells like electrical fire down there. It makes me nauseous. Worst thing ever. The wind died. Everything bad happened at once. At least we're not in a gale or something. Oh, I can't even turn the autopilot on because I turned off all my electricity. Okay, I found the problem. It was this wiring. I think what happened was this USB port stopped working a few weeks ago. I think there was a little bit of a leak in one of these stanchions. Just a little bit of water was coming down back here. And then I think that water was like corroded this to the point where one of the little connectors in the back came off and it like shorted against the other one. But these were like, had heat shrink. They had the blue heat shrink over them, so I don't know how they could have. I can't tell what's going on, but that's got to be the problem. So I'm gonna cut that off and then it'll be okay. Yeah, I just pulled out the that connector. You see, it got a little bit of corroded in there. And this is a nice Blue Sea one. I think these are like $40. Let's see. You can see what was making the burning plastic smell. Oh, not good. Not good at all. So we're gonna motor up behind this barrier island here, kind of near Faro. Fortunately, the tide's probably coming out, so hopefully it's not too strong, or there's not waves or turbulence. We're getting close, so we'll see. See a little white water up there. Can't tell really though. Just got real turbulent right here at the mouth of the river. This isn't too bad now. I don't think we're gonna be able to make it in. I think the current's too strong. I think we're gonna go for it. There looks like some pretty big waves in there, but I think Pickle can handle it. Ooh. I'm a little nervous. Look at those. Stay in the deep part of the channel. Ooh, okay. Heading into it. Strip there. Oh boy. It's exciting. Whirlpools up here. Whoa. Okay. You can stand over on the right will be good. Woo. Pickle. And the focus. Looks nice and flat just on the other side there. We can do it. Nope. We stalled out. Too much current. I'm gonna try to swing us around. Here we go. Back into the waves. We were close. It got just to the mouth there. Oh! Oh, that was a good one. Okay. Now we gotta work our way back out of this. I gotta straight into these waves now. Hope this motor doesn't give out now. So, couldn't make it into that inlet because of the currents. We'd almost gotten through, but I think it just got really strong as he kind of made it into past the waves. 25 nautical miles to the next inlet. Now to lick of wind. And a big, like 7-foot, uncomfortable swell from the wind this morning. So I guess at this motor, I tried to refuel, but the previous marina, but no one came out when I rang the bell, and it wasn't a self-serve thing. So I just said, well, I got enough fuel. I had 5 gallons left. So 5 gallons gets me, I do about 1/3 of a gallon an hour. So 15 hours times, I'm only doing like 3 knots with this swell. Yeah, so we could make it to the next, just motoring the whole way. Maybe the wind will pick up, maybe the swell will die down, maybe things will get better. Pretty grim right now. That's all these flies that came out of nowhere too. I've been trying to get them every time I kill one, a new one pops up. But the seasickness is gone from earlier, so that's good. And it's raining a little bit, but just a light drizzle. Kind of glib out. He's doing the same thing, just motoring with his sail up to kind of help ease the rocking. It does look like must be a little bit of a breeze because you can see the sail is filling up a little wind. Although it could just because I have it sheeted over at a relative wind. There's maybe like 3 knots of wind, but with this swell, I ain't going anywhere with that. The wind has picked up, and we are sailing once again. Actually, pretty good wind. Actually, it's about I'd say 11 knots of wind. Doing 4 knots of boat speed. Sailing through the night. After coming in that last inlet there, I'm a little nervous about going to the next one. Although it should be okay because now the tide's by the time we get there, the tide will be all the way down. But I don't know. But on the other hand, maybe I could just sail through the night and make some miles. I was really looking forward to anchoring and getting some sleep because I kind of had a little bit of a rough afternoon with the rain and then the inlet not letting me in, and then all these flies came and I was like swatting flies all day. Oh, and then the little fire, and the whole boat smelling like burnt plastic or burnt fiberglass or whatever. And then I got everything all out of all the lockers looking for whatever was causing the burning, and so the boat's all disheveled. So I just kind of wanted to go sleep. All right. The wind lasted for about 30 minutes. So back to, gonna risk the inlet. Those doesn't look too bad. Okay. Here's a look at that inlet on the chart. What makes me a little nervous is the shallowness out here in the front here, and if there is, some swell, it can make some breaking waves coming in. But once we're in, I mean, look, anchorage right on either side, so it should be nice and calm in there. Half a mile from the inlet, it just started pouring rain. This is gonna be a fun one. Got the spotlight on, looking pretty good so far. Waves are steepening up a little bit as we get the shallower water though. Ooh, I tell you what, the pucker factor was high on that one. Ooh. Well, it looks like we're in calm water now. I couldn't film it. There was There was breakers all around us out there. Oh, is that a dolphin? Oh no, it's just my jacket. Wow, it's calm in here. And we're able to penetrate up into the current. I think it's pretty neutral out here. But man, it was rough. I can't imagine coming in here with some actual wind and a bigger swell. We had maybe 7-foot swell, and that was pretty bad. With a big swell and a lot of wind, that would be nasty, especially with the current going against us. Lots of boats on moorings here, it looks like, so kind of crowded. Maybe we'll go toward the ends there. Okay, I just dropped my anchor in this mooring field, right next to this guy's mooring, but whatever, that'll be fine for tonight. And then when the current switches around, I won't be too much in this way. And it's super calm tonight, so I'm just going to turn the lights off and go to bed. Put an anchor light on now, just in case steps on there. Lights, anchor light, and my anchor light is also giving me trouble. Is it working now? That's working right now. Cool. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time where I get us out of that same inlet, and I got it, and it was there in the daylight, and there's some pretty good waves on video. I'll see you guys next time.